Okay guys, so you are looking at my iPad screen and I'm gonna go to Procreate and I'm gonna show you guys these new brushes that I got. Well, this is all like my folder for Fran's illustrations. I mean, not all of them. These are mainly, yeah, I mean, you can see a bit of progress in my style. And it really depends on the type of brush that I use. It really, it's amazing how much it can change. I mean, I still see a commonality within all my illustrations, but you can see a clear difference between this one, which it's a very comic-y feel, you could say, with watercolors and everything. I really liked how this one turned out, versus like this. This is more childy, you know, children's book, very colorful with textures and patterns and whatnot, versus like this, which is more loose, carefree, you could say. It's just interesting. It's just really interesting. And I use different brushes, all different brushes in different packs. So I wanted to show you guys, I will create a new canvas. I'm sorry I'm a bit scattered. I suffer from a little bit of like insomnia, you could say. So it can be kind of difficult to focus when you can't sleep well at night. And you might hear my littlest one in the background because he is playing next to me. Okay, so first off, it's just out of habit and because I just enjoy it so much. Gracias, mi vida. But I need to have a textured background. So let me see. I think I need to grab it from somewhere else. I need to go in here. And I know this one has it. So in my previous purchases with True Grit, I think it was a debrazer kit. They had paper textures. And I've been using them ever since because it feels more natural, it's more enjoyable, and in my opinion, it creates just better illustrations because I feel... Mama. Sí, estamos hablando. I feel like it just, I don't know, it completely changes the feel of it. So I'm going to fit it to screen, make it a bit bigger. And then I will adjust it. So whenever you do that, you always need to set it back to the settings that they have on, which is usually screen and multiply. And then, see, here are the rusty nib. It comes with so many brushes. I mean, look at that. Look at all these brushes. It's just amazing. Look at that. I'm not even done. It's still going. Look at that. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay, but I don't use that in the first step. I always use the Max U 600 series pencil 1. That's what I always use for just sketching. Okay, so I have no idea what I'm going to illustrate. None. But it's Halloween. So I would like to do something spooky. Let me think. I think I'm going to do like a monster. I could do a monster. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a monster. And what I really enjoy doing when I'm just doing this like front-facing portrait type things, I do drawing guide and I do edit guide and I go into the symmetry. And I absolutely just love playing with symmetry. It's really cool. Okay, so this can be for one of the psychedelic tarot cards. So I'm just gonna play around. I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna start with like a head. This could be the alien. There you go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the alien. So here I'm just starting with like basic shapes. See me, Chinito. And I'm gonna zoom in and I'm gonna do the eyes. Let's see. I'm I'm sorry for the sniffing, but I'm just like really congested still. I can have like bug eyes. I'm gonna make it like 3D look. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'll do. It'll be like bug eyes. Ahorita comes pan. And a nose. I need to figure out what type of nose I want. It could just be like that. Deja eso ahí. No, eso es para la mesa. No hay más pan. Ahorita nos vamos a ir por Nana. Yeah. And I don't know if I want, like, I don't know what type of... I'm just going to play around. I'm going to see what happens. But this is just, you know, a playful creature. Doesn't have to be amazing. It's just to play around. Te dije que no, mi bien. And as you can hear, this is what it's like to try to work with a toddler. I need to change the eraser because I had it on a textured eraser because I just wanted to get rid of some of it. Okay, so I like that so far. Maybe it'll have like a mohawk. I think that would be cool. I think that a mohawk would be kind of cool. Okay?
Mama?
See mi chinito. And when I'm creating my like psychedelic illustrations, I'm just playing. I'm just playing, and it's not like I have a plan. It's more of a very like surrealist approach, you could say. And I don't know, it's probably because I started with the more traditional type of illustration with actual gadgets that I just feel like I need to always start with a pencil for my illustrations. I think I want more of like a beak. I think that would be cool. But that's too illustration-y, and I don't want really illustration-y. I have to see what parts I'm gonna erase. I think that would be good. All right. Yeah, I think I like that. I think that's interesting. And then this will be full of like little circles, kind of like bees. That's interesting. I think I like that. And then these will be like feathers, you could say. And I could create more like feathered texture here. And instead of this type of mohawk, I'll change that a bit. Interesting. ¿Vas a limpiar? ¿Te vas a limpiar, Fifi? And then it can be like the esophagus. It can be seen here.
Nani.
Nariz.
Daddy.
It's amazing how just like
Pan.
being able to wander what you can create. Sí, mi bebé.
Pan.
¿Te estás limpiando? Ya, pero ya no más. Ya no más. No te limpies más. Zipper would like open. That would be kind of cool. But the beak is like too happy. I don't like it, the beak. It's a bit too happy. And I think that's better. I think that's much better. Yeah, I think that's much better. Fits with like a droopy type of expression. Yeah. Okay, so it's some weird creature, like an alien extraterrestrial type teacher. Cool. All right, so now that I have the little sketch, it took me several minutes to just like play around. So I always create another layer on top. I can lower this and I'll turn on the draw assist as well. Let me check the time. Gonna have to leave in a few minutes. And now I'm gonna go into the rusty nib. Now I already have a couple favorites. I have the Wallywood pen, I have the Rusty Nib 5, and I have the Dynamic Watercolor Wash. However, the one that I love this bold engraving, all of them. Another one that I found, it's with the Rusty Nibs. It's the Scratchy Nib. Oh my God, this is one of my favorites. I mean, check this out. Okay, it's really pixelated because I zoomed in too much. Oh no, let me make sure that, okay, it's fine. Ooh, isn't that cool? Okay, so I'm gonna be using this one because it gives that like old type of illustration feel. So let me make this as round as I can. And I'll do the circles, trying to encompass the roundness. The directions that I want it to go. And then I'll just fill it in from there. And this is also why I enjoy doing the draw assist, because it makes the time which that you need to do such small details less. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I really like that texture. Okay. Oh no, I don't want that line. Okay, now I'm going to be doing this. I think that's really cool. Feifei Susgaki. Susgaki. Awesome. Felix, no. And I'll do more of like a cheek outline. Ooh, yeah. That is really cool. Yeah, that's looking awesome. And then I'll do little outlines here, but I'm gonna do like feathers. You know, for a while, I could not create like this. I could not just sit down without a reference and draw. It was the hardest thing ever. I could not do it. It would not happen. And it was only with the lockdown that I was able to do that. And it was so frustrating because I really wanted to be able to create just fictional characters. My dream has always been to create comics and stories, and I just couldn't. I mean, there are two parts to that. I mean, I believe part of it was that I just needed to practice more and get back into creating art, because for the longest time I wasn't. But I think there was just this like mental block that wouldn't allow me to create if I didn't have a reference in front of me. But luckily now that's not the case. Look at this amazing texture. It is so amazing. I absolutely love it. It's to the point where I love it so much that I would even consider sometimes leaving things with line art, because to me, that's enough. And it used to be that I would always need color. It could not only be line art, because to me it wasn't enough, but it's just so cool. Okay. Need to erase that a little bit there. Okay. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. And then I'm gonna do some, oh no, it's such an eraser. I'm gonna do some of this. Oh, it creates such an amazing feel. And for the longest time, I wasn't able to achieve it. And the whole thing with art is that if you don't have the right tools, then you can't accomplish what you want. I mean, sure, of course you can make art with whatever you have at your disposal, most definitely. But it's not going to be the same. It's not going to be the same. You need the right paper, you need the right pencil, you need the right colors. Otherwise, you're limited. It's like when I was doing photography. Of course, you can take amazing pictures with your phone. You can take amazing pictures with a really cheap camera. I mean, the more you know about photography, the more you can really use these tools to your disposal and just create. However, there's always a limitation. Always a limitation. And now, finally, after buying these, I'm just... True Grit, let me tell you, amazing. I'm gonna turn off the back layer. Oh, look how satisfying that is. Oh, it's just so amazing. It makes me amazingly happy. Sí, mi chinito, ya nos vamos a ir. Oh, that's so cool. Sí, ya te voy a dar. All right, guys. So I'm gonna take a little break now, and I'm gonna come back and do some of the color. All right? See you guys later. All right, so I have the littlest down for a nap, and the bigger one is in school. So I get to sit down again with this cool creature here and add in some color. So far, I think it looks amazing. So now, usually what I do for my type of, and you're gonna hear my desk a lot, it's a squeaky old secretary, you know, one of those that you can, you know, close it up and hide all your stuff inside. Well, it's one of those. So excuse the squeaks and my dog snoring in the background and me sipping my nice warm coffee, which is maybe too warm to drink. Oh, amazing. I am loving my afternoon coffees, especially right now that it's windy and getting cool. So, okay, so now let's get back to business. So here we have several like water brushes, you could say. Let me see, I need to find them. They're all at the bottom. And we have some watercolors. So I only want to stick with these brushes to do this illustration. So look, I have the Sumi Watery, the Watery Legacy, the Bleed, the Pigment Bleed, and then I have the classic watercolors. So let me check out this Pigment Bleed one. Yeah, that's cool. Okay, so I'm going to be creating a layer underneath, and I'm gonna do drawing assist as well. That way it colors both sides. So first I'm gonna decide what color I want for the background. I love using purple in all of my illustrations, but I believe the background here would be better if it were blue. So I'm gonna do like a royal ultramarine blue for the background. And I'm just gonna paint that blue. That looks nice. And then I'm gonna go in and just erase the parts that I don't really want them to be blue. And with this drawing assist, it really helps with time. And me, with time being such an issue. And the youngest one is an easy baby, but still, I mean, children require attention, and therefore art stuff goes on the back burner. And I am a sucker for symmetry. So this just really helps me get things done quicker, because then if I'm just, you know, hand drawing it or without the draw assist, it takes a while until you get things perfectly symmetrical if I'm doing this type of illustration. Because it can be quite boring just to do, you know, straight on forward facing illustration. Okay, so there I have that. I tend to like things on multiply because it looks like it's truly on the paper. Now I create another layer on top of that, and I'm just gonna leave the background as it is at the moment. And now I'm gonna focus on this guy. I think I want the eyes to be like a yellowy color, yeah. But I want the skin, trying to think. Maybe a green. I like this yellow green. Yeah, I guess I'll do put a less vibrant, like a green. Yeah. And then we can use purple as well, because purple with green looks cool, just like orange with blue looks cool. And I really love having very vibrant colors in my illustrations. You might, I just realized my dryer is on, so you might hear it in the background as well. So I'll probably speed up this part for you guys, and I'll get back to you once something interesting happens. Otherwise, this video will end up to be super long. See you soon. Okay guys, well, I hope you enjoyed that review of the Rusty Nib, I have crazy hair as always, of the Rusty Nib brush pack for Procreate from True Grit. Yeah, you can download the coloring page on my Ko-fi page. You can download the coloring page on my Ko-fi page, and I will leave in the description below where you can get these brushes for Procreate or for Photoshop, okay? Have a great day, guys. Bye. Di ciao ciao.
Deal.